Hi loves, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a deep condish, hence the cap, and a declutter. I have come to the sad reality that I am a natural hair care hoarder or natural hair product hoarder. I'm sure all of y'all can relate when you first started. Oh, this person is doing this one, this person is doing this. Let me try this product, let me try this product. And before you know it, you have like a million products, half of them you don't even use. So it's just a bunch of wasted money, because let me tell you something, these things are not cheap, okay? I have a ton of stuff that I either need to get rid of or I need to try to use up. I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out if they're still good, because I learned with products, they don't have an expiration date on them. They have like it'll be like a little cap and it's kind of open. I'll show it to you and it'll say 12M or 24M. Thank you to the motorcycle driver, because I really needed that. And that means you can keep it for 12 months or you can keep it for 24 months. After that, I don't think it's gonna like take your hair out or anything like that, but I think it'll just, I don't know, it just won't be as effective. So after I deep condition, I'm gonna wash all of this out. We're gonna go through the products, see what I like, see what I don't like, what I wanna keep. And then the hairstyle I'm gonna be doing today, I'm gonna do a twist out, but using a new product. I know, I just said, but listen, y'all, don't be bringing up old stuff, okay? We're not doing that today. It's kind of old, but it's kind of not, because I got it like maybe a month ago. So the product is called Dynasty. I think I spoke about it in an earlier video, but it is their twisting souffle or twisting something. Anyway, the girls in the picture look bomb, so I was like, well, if she could do it, I could do it too. So I'm gonna do a twist out. I've done it before. The results were like okay. I wasn't completely satisfied with it. I noticed that the next day it was just really, really frizzy, and I don't like frizz. Volume is cool, but I don't really like frizz. I'm more of a, definition type girl, and then with the washing goes day by day. I let it do its thing. It gets bigger and bigger, and then it gives me the volume. So we're gonna do the twist out. It's Saturday. I'm hoping that it will be dry by Monday. I know, and it's like 3:25 in the afternoon, and I have super thick hair, so I know this is probably hair suicide. I did it to myself, but we're gonna pray, right? Fingers crossed, hair will be dry. It'll be okay. Monday morning, we're gonna look good. I'll come back and show the finished results. Okay, so let's just sit here and chit chat for a little bit. I will say what I was gonna do. This is totally off subject. I was supposed to travel down south last week, but because of COVID, she decided to show her face again, and the numbers started going back up, and the places that I was going to with my family were the exact same places where the numbers were going up. So I said, you know what, I don't want to take the chance. I don't want to risk my family. I don't want to bring anything down to my other family I was coming to see, and I don't want anything to happen to my family up here. So I canceled the trip. And unbeknownst to me, a lot of my family was going to be extremely upset with me. My husband was kind of like, okay, but he was understanding. Elias, our daughter, she was okay for the most part because she is scared of flying anyway. So my mother, however, didn't talk to me for like 2 days. So if you watched it, hi Mom. And my best friend, still haven't talked to her, and I've been friends with her for almost 30 years. So hi to you too, Karen. Everybody's probably, they're upset, but they'll get over it. I did it for the good of you. Okay? Don't be mad. I love you lots. Mwah. We'll see each other soon. And I don't know, that's all I have for right now. So I'm gonna let this sit in my hair. It's already been in for maybe about 15 minutes. I'll probably let it sit in for like another 10 to 15 more, and then I'll rinse it out. I'll come back with all the products, and then we can just get started into the second part of the video. Actually, I lied. You know what? Let's just keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's do some of the products right now. I have them here. The first brand that we're gonna do is, of course, Mielle Organics. That's what I always use. I have their Pomegranate and Honey Curl Smoothie. I've used this a few times. It says that it enhances curls with soft definition for thick, curly type 4 hair. Smells bomb, just like the rest of the line. I personally can't use it by itself. I have to put a gel on top of it because it's just too light for my hair. But outside of that, I mean, it did what it's supposed to do. It's a curl smoothie, so I think it enhances your curls a lot. This right here is Bae. This is the Curl Refreshing Spray. I use this on a daily basis. Just put a few pumps in your hair, day by day, just to kind of refresh it up. Then we have this one I haven't even used yet. Oh, again, Mielle. This is the Twisting Souffle. I bought this because I was like, oh, I'm going to do a good twist out. Let me see. I love the fact that on the back of their bottles, they give you how much definition you're going to have and how consistent the product is. So for this particular product, it says the definition is more to the deep side, right? So I hope that you can see that. And then the product consistency is also more to the deep side. Okay, self-explanatory. What else do we have from them? We have from their rice water collection, we have the clay mask. I really, really like this. This is still relatively new. I think I got it last month. It works well. It says you can use it every 2 weeks in your hair. I try to wash my hair every week. This is my second week, and I just now started washing it, so I kind of, I was busy last week. Look, it is what it is. What else do we have? We have the Pomegranate and Honey Leave-In Conditioner. Again, this is Bay, self-explanatory. It's a leave-in conditioner. You do not wash it out. Smells wonderful, and my hair loves it. We also have the Mielle Mangogo Oil Hydrating Conditioner. This is protein-free. This is super, super awesome. I used it only once so far. Really, really moisturizing. I mean, it'll just, to me anyway, it soaked my hair up like, I mean, I don't know. It felt like it was just butter just melting right into it. My hair was extremely, extremely soft. And I love it. Okay. This one is from the Hawaiian Ginger collection. I've only used this a few times. I know it looks like the bottle is kind of empty, but I used it. I think my husband may have used it, or I used it on Aaliyah's hair. This one is okay, but I found that this one sits on top of my hair, whereas this leave-in conditioner from the Pomegranate and Honey line, it melts into my strands. So I don't know if maybe I'm just using this wrong, but I mean, there's really only one way you can use a leave-in. Your hair should be wet, and then you put it in. But I don't know, it smells great. It's not overwhelming, but my hair just, I don't know, it loves this one more. So this is the one I stick to. But I got this on their Christmas sale. It was only $5, so guess what? We're not wasting it. This past Christmas. What do I have? This right here, I've maybe only used like once or twice. I don't know how to use this. I followed the videos. It don't do for my hair what it do for their hair, so I think I was set up. I don't know, but this is from the brand TGIN, which stands for Thank God It's Natural. This is their Buttercream Daily Moisturizer. A lot of people swear by this. Again, maybe I'm just using it wrong. I don't know. I've had this for a while, so it might be time to get rid of it. It smells like honey, because I think that's one of the ingredients that they have in here. Shea butter and vitamin E, a super rich daily moisturizer for natural hair. So I guess this could be just, like a hair lotion if you need that, but I don't put anything in my hair. When I wash my hair, if I'm doing a wash and go, you've seen it. I wash, shampoo, deep condition, leave-in conditioner, and then I put the gel in for the wash and go, and then that's it. I don't do anything else to my hair other than using the curl refreshing spray to just refresh the curls in the morning. That's it. I don't do anything to the strands. So I might get rid of this one only because, like I said, I don't really use it or at all. My edge control, Style Factor, definitely not going anywhere. This one, what scent is this? This one is the pineapple one. The one I started with was a strawberry scent, and I can't seem to find that in this size, so I went ahead and I got the pineapple one. It's fine, it works just as well. No big deal. These two are definitely staying. My edge control gel, okay, running out. So I had to go and get another one so that I'll be ready when it finally does empty out. And then this one I will say is the newest to the collection. And I got on the wagon because everybody else got on the wagon. This is from the Curls line. Curls has been around for a minute. It's not new. But I saw this gel, and it comes in, I think, 4 different colors, and each color signifies a different type of hold. This one is the firm hold, or I guess like the strongest hold, and it was the green one. I got it from Target for, I think, $6, something like that. Let me see. It's not a firm hold for me. That's what we're gonna say. It smells good. It's just not as thick as the WetLine. It doesn't hold it. It doesn't, hold your girl down the way it's supposed to. I don't know if it's something personal against me, but it's good for slicking your hair down. I will say that. And it creates a curl. It does. It defines it, but it doesn't hold it as well. When I did my wash and go 2 weeks ago, I used this. This is specifically what I bought this for. I went to 2 different Targets to find it. And yes, I know it's called Target, but I like to call it Target. Okay, thank you. So, went to 2 different Targets to find it, used it, and my hair it felt like it was just more froey in the back. And that's because I said that's my coarsest section, but the WetLine tames it. The WetLine defines it. Even when I, what do you call it? Even when I shingle it, no problems. This one just did not do that. It made the curls in the looser sections of my hair because that's just easy, but it just didn't hold it as well as the WetLine. So I'll use this if I want to put my hair maybe into like a sleek pony or something like that. I use it on Aaliyah's hair because right now she has the 2 braids going back again. She wanted that. I didn't film it, so, but it is good for that. And then these 2 are from the last video that I did from the Curls Dynasty brand again. This is the Pumpkin Mint Deep Conditioner. I just have 2 of them because I figured, I have a lot of hair and these jars are not going to last long. Okay, smells really good. I have no complaints over it. It did what it was supposed to do. Good deep conditioning mask. I probably left it in maybe 20-25 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, I'm not sure. And it was great. My hair was soft, it was defined, you know, there was nothing wrong. Hold on 1 second. Let me just go get the rest of my stuff. Don't judge. I got one more. Hold on. Okay. So that's great. We just dropped a few things, but it's okay because we'll get them. Okay. So I'm back and I have, let me see if I can tilt the camera. Well, actually, let me not do that because I don't want to mess up my little setup. So this is my first basket. I got these baskets from, I think, the Container Store last year. Is it? I still have the tags on. Yep, the Container Store. See, there's always a reason why I leave tags on certain things. So here we go. And this is my second basket. I try to separate them between shampoos and conditioners and then like stylers, which would be gel or hair mask, things like that. So we will go through the shampoos and conditioners first. This is what I used to use way back in the day. And this was my love, but she betrayed me. DevaCurl, okay? The one that I used to use was the DevaCurl No Poo Decadence for the shampoo, Zero Lather, Ultra Moisturizing Milk Cleanser, and then the One Condition Decadence Ultra Moisturizing Milk Conditioner. So, the shampoo, or that's what they call it, it's a milk cleanser, and it literally says Zero Lather, and that's exactly what you will not get. One piece of bubble, no foam, no nothing out of this. And it freaked me out the first time I used this, so I'm just like squirting and nothing, you know, it wasn't doing it. But I reread it and it's not supposed to suds up, but it does cleanse your hair. It keeps it really soft. It moisturizes it. It did exactly what it said it was going to do. But I noticed, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 months after using it, my hair just started to feel like in the crown section, it started to feel very limp and just weighed down. And it was just like the curls was just sitting there just asking me what we doing next. And I'm like, I don't know. So same thing with the conditioner, okay? And then the reason why I stopped using this and why I am going to throw it away is because I heard reports that a lot of women were saying, oh, DevaCurl takes my hair out. I can't vouch for that because it never did it to me, thankfully. But I didn't even want to take the chance, so I stopped using it. And then that's when I started using Mielle. And then the last thing that I bought from DevaCurl when I was using it was the Archangel gel. Now let me tell you, this bottle right here, this is a 12-ounce bottle, and my friend, it cost $25. So I don't know, I'm about to see if Aaliyah got some old Barbies or something and we're gonna have to just do this, you know, use that on their hair, because maybe I'll do a braid out on them, because $25 and then we can throw it away. And look, I've only used it once, literally one time. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Shampoo and conditioner, I'll get rid of. I don't really care about that. What else do I have in here? This is the Kinky Curly Not Today leave-in conditioner. It was okay. It was just a little thin for my hair. It had some knots. So I guess not today meant not on Monday, because on Tuesday it had a little bit of tangles in it. So I don't know how that's supposed to work. What else? Oh, this is really old. Yeah, it's definitely time to let this one go. That looks like tea or raspberry Kool-Aid or something like that. I don't know. This is the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus line. It's the Curl and Shine shampoo. I didn't really use this on my hair too much. I used it on Aaliyah's hair when I was using it on her hair. It did what it was supposed to do. It made it shine. It was good, very moisturizing, but I don't know, we just don't use it anymore. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. See, I'm making progress. Aren't you guys proud of me? All right. This should be in the other basket. I think I ran out of room. This is also from Mielle Organics, the Rice Water Collection. This is the moisturizing milk. This stuff is heaven in a bottle, literally. I mean, it will really moisturize your hair. It does exactly what it says that it's going to do. So that is going to stay. I have another bottle of the Curl Refreshing Spray. I haven't opened that one yet. Brand new. This is from the Curls Dynasty line. I probably should have organized these by lines, but it's okay because I'm saying it per bottle so you guys understand where we're going with this. Curls Dynasty Give Me Slip Blast Hydration Conditioner. It was okay. Wasn't too strong. I think it smells like a little bit of mint or something. Yeah, cocoa mint. It does moisturize, but it's just, it's not as good as the Mielle for my hair. I'm not saying that it's not a good line, it's just not as good for my hair. And then this is the same company. This is the Kalahari leave-in conditioner. The leave-in was okay. I don't have any complaints about it, but it's brand new, so she's staying. This is from the TGIN line, Thank God It's Natural, the sulfate-free moisture-rich shampoo, and that's exactly what it is. Extremely, extremely moisturizing for a shampoo. It will suds up a lot. My hair wasn't tangled. My hair didn't feel stripped. It has almond oil, coconut oil, no sulfates, no parabens. Everything I use is always sulfate, paraben, you know, all that good stuff free, because I don't put any of that in my hair. And let me see. This is also from Mielle. Rice water. This is the Shine Mist. I've only used this a couple of times. Very shiny. It's not greasy. It doesn't run down your face or anything like that. So it does what it says. This is the Curls Dynasty Organic Oil Blend. I bought this to oil my scalp. So by looking at it, you can tell how much my scalp has been oiled. But it's okay because it's summertime. It's hot. So we have our own moisture, okay? I don't know if y'all know that, but your skin does produce its own moisture. Hence pimples and things like that. This is also from the Curls Dynasty line, the Cocoa Mint Moisture Shampoo. This one is really, really thin. Look at that. This is the one I told you is kind of like breast milk. It suds, but it's super, super thin. So if you like a thick shampoo, don't get this. It wasn't that expensive. I think I got the bundle. Maybe it was like $12, something like that. I don't know. This one I have not tried yet. This is from Mielle. This is the Mangongo Oil Pomade to Oil Treatment. I think you rub it. Let me see. Apply a small amount in the palm of your hands and rub together. Apply to damp or dry hair, working into hair and scalp. So it starts off as a pomade, and I guess as you rub it in your hands, I guess the heat activates it and turns it into an oil. So there you go. There's that. This one I used when I like first did my big chop because my hair was so short. It was just really easy to just go like this and make the curls pop. This is the Cantu moisturizing curl activated cream. It works really, really well. I have no complaints out of this. My husband actually uses this in his hair too. It smells really, really good. Activates curls, delivers volume and shine, reveals frizz-free bouncy curls, no sulfates, silicones, parabens, or mineral oil. So this is really good for your hair. If you need a curl activating cream, I would suggest using that one. This is also TGIN. This is the Green Tea Super Moist Leave-In Conditioner. Gotta say it wasn't super moist, but it's okay. It wasn't terrible. It has green tea, argan oil, and then what else? That's it. That's what it was. It's because it's a lightweight moisturizing leave-in. So I guess if you like lightweight moisturizers, that's good. Then it works great for you. But for me, I like something, again, because I only wash my hair once a week. Sometimes, every 2 weeks. If I don't have the time, I'm going to need something that will keep the moisture in my hair, especially since 90% of the time I do wash and goes. I don't do braids that often, so the moisture is not going to be locked in. It's easier to keep, your hair moisturized if you have braids, if you have twists, I'm sorry, not twist outs, but twists. Now this one I was interested in trying only because it is an overnight conditioner. This is from Mielle, from their Hawaiian Ginger line. I got this again on the Christmas sale, $5. And this is literally what it says. It's an overnight conditioner. So you can do this whenever you want and you're gonna just go to sleep. You'll wake up, your hair will still be wet. I was so terrified that my hair was gonna fall out in the middle of the night. It was gonna be all dry and crunchy, but I promise you it was still wet. Go to sleep with like a bag or something on your head just so that your pillowcase, doesn't get all gooky and stuff. But I rinsed it out in the morning. My hair was perfect. But I will say don't use this all the time because you don't want to over moisturize your hair. I forgot what that's called. I think it's hygro fatigue or something like that. Hygral. I think that's how you pronounce it. And basically what that means is you have way too much moisture in your hair and you need to do like some protein treatments to bring your hair back because it's just too limp and it's just not working. This one is from the Main Choice line, and this is their Ancient Egyptian 24 karat glistening gold twisting gel. So I've used this once for a twist, but mostly I use it when I was anyway for wash and goes. I don't have any complaints out of it. It has biotin in it, vitamin A, B, C, and D. It helps support natural growth and retention. It cost a little bit. This container here was $16. So that's why we're not going to get rid of it. It was expensive, but it's something that I also do like. It did what it was supposed to do. It's good. let's see. This one, I don't really use this anymore. I could probably get rid of this. This is from the Creme line. This is the Argan Oil Strengthen and Shine Leave-In Conditioner. And you see how it's separated, kind of like oil and water? Or is it oil and vinegar? I don't know, oil and vinegar, I think it is. What you're supposed to do, you have to shake this when it's activated. So when you shake it, it blends like that. And then that's when you just spray it on your hair. And it's a good leave-in conditioner. I mean, it did its job. It didn't, I don't have any complaints about it. I liked it. I used to use it on Aaliyah's hair also, but then I discovered the Mielle and I just never went back to a liquid leave-in because I need that depth. I need that moisture. I need it to get in there and stay in there. This one is the As I Am Coconut Co-Wash. So I don't know if a lot of you co-wash, but what a co-wash is, typically you just wash your hair with a conditioner, hence the name co-wash. You can probably do this in between your regular wash days if you don't have time and you just kind of want to like spruce up your hair just a little bit. You do this the same way you would do a regular shampoo. You put it in your hair, depending on the brand, depending on what it's supposed to do, it'll suds up, it may not suds up, and then you just rinse it out and then you put your leave-in in, or you know, your deep conditioner, however you want to do it. Smells really, really good. I forgot how much this one was. I haven't used this in a really long time, and I had this. See, this is what I was talking about. I forgot to show you on all the other products, but you see that right there. I don't know if you guys are not focusing, but it says 12M and it has a little jar and the lid is kind of like this. It'll look like that. That's what you want to look for on your products. That tells you, that's basically your expiration date for your hair products. 12M means 12 months. You see 24M, that means 24 months, although I have yet to personally see any hair product that says 24 months. There's some products out there I think that say like 6 months, and for me, that's a bit ridiculous because as expensive as these products are, I need them to last longer than 6 months, especially if I'm going to be using them over and over again. This still has a lot in here, but I don't think it's good anymore. I think we've had this past 12 months. I'm not sure, but yeah. What is this? This is also As I Am leave-in conditioner. You see I'm out of breath because it's a lot of stuff. Like, and we're not even into the second basket yet. So, but we're gonna get there. This is As I Am leave-in conditioner. It was okay until I found better. I'll just say that. This is just the eye mask I have yet to use. I'm gonna try it one day. Night Relaxing Jelly Eye Sheet Mask from Clean and Clear. So if it can make me look like that when I'm relaxing, then I'm all for it. Now, so look, that basket is empty. We're making progress. Okay, then we have Mielle again, Rosemary Mint Strengthening Hair Mask. This one is infused with biotin and encourages growth. It's not overly minty, so don't think that when you know you're gonna open up and it's gonna really smell really, really strong. It's not gonna be strong at all, I promise you. But it is a really, really good product. This is fairly new, so I don't have to worry about the expiration date right now. Actually, this is the second container, so it's extremely new. And I don't have any complaints out of it. Did what it was supposed to do. That's that. This one is empty, so I don't understand why I have an empty container here. Maybe because it cost too much and I just didn't really want to get rid of the bottle. I think this little container is $17.99. This is the TGIN Miracle Repair CPR treatment with black honey, biotin, and what is it? It's a curl protein restructor. So basically it's just a protein treatment for your hair to, you know, to shorten that up. You can probably do this every other week. That's the way I usually do it. I'll do, if I wash my hair this week, I'll do a moisturized or water-based deep conditioner. If the first ingredient is water, or if in Spanish, agua, if you're gonna see that, then that means it's water-based. This one is protein-based, so I would do this on the following week, and usually I would just alternate, moisturize or water-based protein, water-based protein. I do it that way. You don't want to put too much protein in your hair, and you don't want to put too much of a moisturizing conditioner in your hair, because you can have negative effects from either one. You just have to really pay attention to your hair and see what it likes. This one I got from Marshall's from $7.99. That's how much this cost. This is also a deep conditioner. This is from the Sunny Isle Jamaican Black Castor Oil Intensive Repair Mask Damage Reversal Formula. So it worked really well. It's almost empty. And really, truthfully, I only got this because I was in there, I think, shopping for a sweater, and I came across the textured section, and I was like, oh, let me see what they have. So I just got this. I think I was out of Mielle or something, so it wasn't like I was hunting for this. I just found it and decided to try it. This one I used for only wash and goes. This is like an old school brand, Dark and Lovely. And this is the Natural Anti-Shrinkage Curl Defining Cream Glaze. And that's exactly what it is. It's not a gel. It is a cream consistency. Let me see. Let me show you guys what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Okay. It's a little jiggly, but it's more on the creamy side. And I use this by itself. I didn't have to put a gel on top of this or anything. I used it as my gel. It has mango oil and bamboo milk, and it creates loose spirals and curls, or at least that's what it said. But for me, my hair has the tight curls, so it doesn't matter what you put in it. It's just gonna always give the tight, you know, really, really tight ringlet type curls. Don't have a complaint out of this. It worked well. I think I just wanted to just experiment with something different outside of my WetLine, so I went ahead and tried this. Worked well. Let's see. This one is from the Miss Jessie's line. This is the Jelly Soft Curls, and that's exactly what it did. It gives you, I think they have two really soft ones. One is called the Jelly Soft, and then the other is Pillow Soft. So this one, it gives a good definition, but your curls will be, like they won't hold for days on end. My wash and goes can last anywhere from 7 to 12 days, depending on how I wash it, or 7 to 14 days, excuse me. This one, I think I only got like maybe 3 or 4 days out of it because it just didn't give a really strong hold. And it's not supposed to. It's, you know, Jelly Soft Curls. That's what it says. But it gave a good initial, right? If that makes sense. It says the best darn super gel, period. That's what they said. Okay. The smell is not too intense, has no mineral oil, no paraffin, no artificial colors, no animal ingredients, no petroleum, no sulfates, and no animal testing. I don't remember how much this one was, but I think I got this from CVS. Oh, and it also has no crunch. I think that's what attracted me to it. That's what it was. This was when I was using this one here, Eco. We all remember this one. Some of us still use it. A lot of people say Eco was canceled. I forget the reason why we canceled it, so I held on to it just in case y'all change your mind and then it wasn't canceled anymore. But that was the reason why I went and got this one, because it promised that you would have no crunch, and it absolutely had no crunch, so I was okay with that. So since I had it, we might as well talk about it. This is the Eco Style gel, the Maximum Hold 10, and it's the one with the olive oil. These come in a lot of different colors. I think they even have a black one. Fairly inexpensive, $2.99, just like WetLine, so it's not gonna break your pockets. But the reason I stopped using this is because it just made my curls too crunchy when it dry. And I know you're gonna say that's what a gel is supposed to do, because the gel has like alcohol in it and yada, yada, yada. Okay, great, don't like it, didn't wanna use it, so got something different. There's that. Then we have Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus line. This is the Curl Enhancing Smoothie. A lot of people were like really hyped about this. I'm gonna say a no for me because I don't know. It didn't. Nope, sure didn't. It didn't enhance my curls, and it definitely did not make it into a smoothie. So it just, I don't know. Use it to lay your hair down, maybe, or maybe for your hair it might work. But this jar, and see, I bought 2 jars, so I was dumb twice. The first time I bought it, I was like, okay, everybody's using it. It has to be bomb. Tried it on my hair. It defined them, but it made it puffy. Like it wasn't tamed down. And then I was like, you know what? I waited a few months and I went out and bought a second bottle or second jar. And this is where we are. So this is essentially wasted money because I used it again that one time and then it still did the same exact thing. So I didn't like it. Oh, and it also just sat on top of my hair. So that was kind of confusing because I was like, well, some products sit in my hair or sit on top of my hair, and then some products actually get into my hair. So that's why I said before, I don't know if my hair is low or high porosity. I think it's just a mixture of both, or it could just be depending on what product I'm using. This is another gel from the Eco Style line. This one was $3.49. This is the black castor and flaxseed oil. A lot of people seem to like this one as well as the olive oil one because flaxseed oil is really good for your hair in terms of growth. It was a little light on my hair. It didn't hold it. It didn't hold it down. Like if I put it in a ponytail, or when I was doing, especially when I was doing Aaliyah's hair, because her hair is thicker than mine. So when I was doing this on her hair, it didn't hold it down at all. It just frizzed right back up. It wasn't strong enough. This one is from the Curls line. Again, this is the Blueberry Bliss Twist and Shout Cream. It smells so good. It literally smells just like blueberries. Really, really good. But it has a hint of a sweeter fragrance with that. I use this just for twist outs. You could use it for wash and go. I've never used it for wash and go. I use it only for twist outs when I do like Aaliyah's hair. If I twist it or if I braid it, It works really, really well. It says you need to put it on your hair while it's still wet. So that's a key point. Let's see, what do we have here? Another product that I forgot about, and apparently from the weight of it, I've never even used it. This is also Mielle Organics Pomegranate and Honey Coil Sculpting Custard. Let's see, what's the definition on this one? This one, the definition is all the way to the deep end. All the way. The consistency, however, is super light. So I take that to mean that it's not gonna hold. It will give you the definition. It'll make it pop early on, but it's not gonna hold it. So, you know, use it at your own. I'm not gonna get rid of this because it feels just too heavy. That means I didn't use it. You see how liquidy and how watery that is? That right there lets me know my hair is gonna be like, girl, bye. So, oh, this one I can definitely get rid of because I got this, again, I got this from Sally's just because that's just what I do. I just like to waste my money. So we have another deep conditioner. This one is from Eden Body Works and is jojoba manoi. And yes, the word is pronounced jojoba, not jojoba. The J's are silent. Okay, so we're gonna work on that if you didn't know. And it was just a regular deep conditioner. I have no complaints. It's not super great. It's not horrible. Nothing like that. Let me see. I think it has coconut in it. Ugh. Oh, like coconut and mint. But yeah, we're definitely gonna get rid of that one because I don't use it. So put that there. We're almost finished. Oh my God, there's like only 3 more things. This is excellent. This one, again, Mielle Organics, Hawaiian Ginger Line, and this is the Moisturizing Style Gel. Again, I got this with the rest of the stuff for the Christmas bundle, $5, because it was a brand new line at the time and I wanted to try it out. It's a great gel. Again, she just don't hold my hair. I don't know why, but she just doesn't, you know. But if it worked for you, I hope that, you know, that's great. This also has the 12M, so at least, finally I'll know when this expires. This will expire this coming Christmas since I bought it last Christmas. There we go. This is the one, I did a video on this one. This is the Style Factor Edge Booster Styling Gel. This is not the edge control, this is the styling gel. I used it for a wash and go and it turned into like a foam. It was like you could hear it. It was just, it didn't sound right, it didn't do right. It made the curls, you know, it did what it was gonna do, but it's not WetLine. I literally to this day have not used a gel that is like my WetLine gel. So that to me tells me that I need to keep stacking up on the WetLine, and I will. I'm not gonna get rid of it because I just bought this, and as I said, it's not terrible. I can use it for my washing goes, but I would probably have to go and maybe use some WetLine behind it, and I really try not to do that because that's putting 2 different gels in your hair and that's just too much. And sometimes I don't like to put a gel in my hair at all. I'll just use a cream for the wash and go. This one, this is also from Cantu. This is the Coconut Curling Cream. I have no complaints about this. This kind of works hand in hand, where is it, with this, the Moisturizing Curl Activating Cream, since it is from the same line. They both have that same coconutty smell, smells really, really good. And what is this? I guess it defines the curls. It's a cream, it's definitely not a gel. So you're gonna, if you wanna use this for a wash and go, you can, but I would just follow it up with the gel because it's not gonna hold it. It doesn't provide any kind of hold. It's just a cream, that's it. And then last 2 things, this one I got because, actually I don't even use this in my hair. I use this for my nails because I do my own nails and I do my own toenails. Sometimes I go to the nail salon, but it's very far and few. These are actually press-ons, believe it or not. I got these from CVS, and this is from the Kiss line, and they cost $7.99. Had them on for 3 weeks. A little scared. Yeah, a little scared because press-ons are not supposed to stay on for 3 weeks. At least I don't think anyway. It comes with its own glue. I don't have the case in front of me. Oh, yes, I do. Wait. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Never mind. Comes in a little case, has some acrylic gel or nail glue, whatever, and you're supposed to put it on your natural nail, like you would prepare your nails as if you was gonna do a regular acrylic set. You do all of that, and then you put the nail glue on your nail, and then you also put like a drop inside the press-on nail, and you just put it on, press it and hold it for like 5 or 10 seconds, and you're good to go. I have not lost one single nail, and these, as I said, are 3 weeks old. I did lose some of the studs that come on it because it comes already decorated. I don't have to do any of that, and you know, so that's good, but they haven't come off. Says you can soak them off for acetone, but I just really wanted to see how long I can go without them popping off. And there's that. And then the last thing I have, this is edge control. This is from Hicks. Really good. Like, it holds, for me, it held my edges all day. I noticed in the summertime, that's when it became a problem. So that's when I switched to my Eco Style gel. The Eco Style edge control, and that one holds all day. Summertime at the beach, it doesn't come off, like even the next day, because when I go to sleep, I'll tie my hair down at night, and when I wake up in the morning, the edges are still there. I just have to maybe refresh them a little bit. And that concludes, like, these are just little things that they give you, you know, when you buy stuff and they put in the little samples or whatever. I haven't used any of that. The second one is empty. Yoo-hoo! And that only took like 2 days. Oh my gosh. So yeah, won't be buying any more hair products for a while because I don't need to. I think I have found my niche. I'm just gonna stick with Mielle Organics. Of course, you already knew that. But the line that I like from them the most would be the pomegranate and honey and my WetLine. Okay, so I think this is sat for long enough. I'm gonna go wash this out in the shower, and then I will come back when I'm ready to do the twist out using the Curls Dynasty twisting cream. Okay, so deep condition is all rinsed out. The only thing I have on my hair right now is the leave-in conditioner, and I did the 1, 2, 3 sections off camera simply because it was just easier to do it that way. I did a little what do you call it, perm rod at the bottom because I wanted what they call a twist and curl. Most of the videos that I saw with the twist and curl, they curled it all the way up after they twisted it, but I didn't want that because I still want a little bit of length, so I just like curled just the bottom portion. All right, so I'm gonna do this last section here just so you can see what I'm doing. Pretty self-explanatory. It's super easy, not hard at all. You're just gonna section your hair. Okay, the parts do not have to be on point because for me, I don't want any definite parts anyway. I want everything to kind of blend in. Okay, I'm sorry if it looks like I'm not looking at the camera. I'm just trying to see what I'm doing with my hair. It's easier for me. Okay, so this is the cream that I'm using. It's the Curls Dynasty Twisted Definition. First time using it, so I will give you my, what is it, my rating once the hair has completely dried. When it's wet, it works like a charm. It brushes right through my hair, hairs curl up. But the true test will be once it actually dries. I'm only putting on, depending on the amount of hair, I'm putting on a little to a lot. Okay, I did the sections really small because I want maximum definition or as much definition as I can get. The first, like I told you, the last time that I did a twist out, it came out good. It was defined, but it was super frizzy, and I just didn't like that. So I'm hoping that with the smaller sections, we can get a little more definition. Again, super easy. We just part it down and then we just twist. That's it. My hair right now, it's not soaking wet. It's not dry either, but it's, you know, it's in between. It's in the middle. Some sections I will wet a little more only because if it's really dry, then it's not gonna give that hold that I want. So I needed to add a little bit of water. And I think this is my last orange perm rod, so I'm gonna have to go with another color, which is fine. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna change that much in terms of size, but that just goes to show how many I use. I don't even know how many I have in here right now. I really don't. I didn't count. Girl ain't doing all that. But I know it took a little while to do because it's not 5:47. And what did I say? The last time check was like 3 something. So there you go. But I mean, I did have a wine break, so you know, whatever. There's that. But ain't nobody worrying about that. Okay, just section it off with my fingers. It's pretty wet already, so I'm not going to add any more water to it. Just gonna go straight in with the cream. Okay, work it all the way in. And then you just twist. That's it. That's all I did. It's just twist. Super easy. Twist it all the way down, and then you put the perm rod on at the bottom. If you want, you don't have to put the perm rod, but I just did it because like I said, I wanted a little curl towards the end, because I know sometimes when I do twist outs and braid outs on my daughter's hair, if I don't curl the bottom, then it just kind of stays straight. And then to me, that just looks a little off when you have the whole top portion of the head is curly from whatever, whether it's just regular curls or whether it's a twist out or braid out, and then you have the bottom part portion looking, it's a little too much wine, sorry. You have the bottom portion looking straight. It don't work. So, yeah. Okay. Like I said before, perm rods are extremely hard to work with when your hands are slippery, and this cream is extremely slippery. So that tells me that it's gonna be very moisturizing, which is good because it's gonna lock in a lot of moisture while it's in twisted status. I'm not taking these out until Monday. So hopefully that'll be enough time for my hair to dry and we'll have a bomb twist out. That's what we're hoping for. I really want to do braids. I've seen a lot of people do box braids and they do the rubber band method. I tried it, bought the hair, bought the rubber bands, had my gel ready. I was good to go. I did one, my dude, one, and that was it. We were done. We're not doing no more. So that was maybe, I don't know, that was sometime last year. So maybe we'll try it again. I have a little more patience, but it didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. And I got frustrated. I'm very impatient. I don't know if that's just a Scorpio trait or if that's just a Starlight trait, but either way, I was impatient and it didn't work. I didn't like what I was seeing. I don't think I have to section this often too. I didn't like what I was seeing, so I deaded it and that was that. I never touched them again. So I still have all the braid in here. And you know, I'm gonna put a little bit of cream on this one. Okay, smooth it down. Smells really good. The scent is light, not too heavy. I think this has cocoa mint in it as well. I'm not really sure. I'll look at the ingredients, but again, this is Curl's Dynasty Twisted Definition. That's what it's called. So we're gonna see if it gives me twisted definition. Okay. Sorry about all the background noise, but you know, summertime, people want to be out, they want to be enjoying themselves. So they don't care that I'm in here recording. They don't know me. They should probably ask, but they don't care. Okay. So there we go. I'm gonna try to get this wrapped around super easily. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now we have the entire head done. We're finished. We're gonna let this air dry. I mean, sometimes I sit under a dryer, but I'm not for the main reason because I don't have one. So mine broke a long time ago and I just never replaced it because I learned that my hair likes to air dry, and I was on the whole, I don't want to do any kind of heat, whether it's indirect, direct, whatever. So I just never bought another one. Do you, if you want to get a dryer, because yes, these will take a long time to dry. The thicker your hair, the longer it's going to take to dry. And as I said, today is Saturday. I'm hoping that they're dry by Monday. I know I'm cutting it a little short, especially since it's super, I'm not gonna say super late, but for hair, it's super late. Like I should have did this in the morning, but I was lazy. I was doing other things. I clean my house once a week. So that's what I was doing earlier today. I was cleaning. And now I did my hair. So we're done. And I will show you what it looks like probably Monday afternoon or Monday evening. And yeah, I hope you like it. And that's that. So I forgot, I actually didn't show you what I was gonna throw away. All right, DevaCurl, done. We're throwing away the Eco with the flaxseed, done. We're also doing the Eco with the olive oil, done. The TGIN, what is this, the buttercream, done. We're getting rid of the Eden Body Works Jojoba Minoy Deep Conditioner, done. I don't know, like I said, $25. I don't know, we're gonna figure it out. That's kind of like a maybe pile, okay? The Creme of Nature Argan Oil Leave-In Conditioner, the one where we have to shake to activate, done. The TGIN Green Tea Super Moist Leave-In Conditioner, done. It's empty, so TGIN, the Curl, what is it? The Miracle Repair CPR Treatment, the Protein Deep Conditioner, done. And then last but not least, the Yucky Poo Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl and Shine Shampoo, done. So, oh no, actually there's one more, I'm sorry. The TGIN Moisture Rich Shampoo, that's also done. But I mean, I use most of it anyway, so it's not like I was wasting that much. So overall, I feel pretty good. I did get rid of some things. I kept the ones that I know I'm going to use, and we're just gonna go from there. I'm gonna like really try my best not to become a product hoarder. Not gonna do that again. I'm only gonna get products that I know I really want to try. There is a product that I saw, but it's for color, so it's completely different, totally different. I just don't know which color I want to do. If I want to do blue or purple, pink, green, they have a bunch of them, and they're all natural, which is great. So when I get those, I will absolutely be doing a video on that. I just need to decide which color I want to do on my hair. Okay. So yeah, I'll be back once, you know, style is completely dried and I've already worn it and all that good stuff. Okay? All right. Hi, loves. Okay, so this is the day one hair. This is what the twist out looked like. I only separated a little bit. Humidity took care of the rest for me, so there's that. I love the product. When I first unraveled the twist, very defined. Had no complaints out of it, but I don't know what it is with me and twist outs. I don't know if they just don't like me or if I'm just doing something wrong, because they always come out and it's really frizzy. And to me personally, it just looks dry and it looks just, I don't know, it just doesn't look moisturized. So I don't know, maybe next time I'll do a braid out, but I might use the same product. And this happened to me even when I use the cream. If I use a gel, it really doesn't matter what I use. I don't understand what the issue is. Like I said, it doesn't look terrible, but I want it to look a little more shiny, like how it looks when I'm doing my wash and goes. When I'm doing it that way, it comes out nice and shiny. It's not dry. It doesn't look like it's brittle. Because my hair is soft. It definitely is, but it just looks dry. And I don't know why it keeps coming out that way. And it does this every single time I do a twist out. But anyway, this is the results. This is how it came out. This is from the Curls Dynasty Twisted Definition Cream. And that's it. So I will see you guys in the next video. Please make sure that you like this video. If you like it, subscribe and click that notification bell so you know when I drop the next video. All right?